Joke. Nagsasalita ako, wala pa pala ako sa stream. What's up, guys? Hello, wait lang. Let me just take this out. Okay. Ayun. So, what's up, everyone? Good evening. Friday night charting session, usually Sunday night, pero have to do it today because gonna be out on Sunday. Syempre, natin bibiguin yung community. So, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Hopefully, nakakain na tayo lahat. We all had dinner. Di pa ako kumakain. Meron inasikaso. But happy to be here again. Hopefully, ma-enjoy nyo yung charting session natin. So, ano lang, we can actually start. Comment nyo lang mga chart requests nyo. Ano gusto nyo tignan natin. Right? And later on, sa charting session natin, sino na naman tong ano na to? Ay, gusto niyo ba raw ng 44 Bitcoin? Favor nga guys, paki-report nga yung page na yun. Yung nag-comment, paki-report na lang. Salamat. So, ayun, comment lang yung mga chart. Teka, mag-music muna ako. Just comment yung chart request. We'll take a look at all of that. Diba? Don't forget to comment your ulam. Diba? Yung favorite natin. And let's prepare for next week as early as now, no? This is never a bad time to prepare earlier. So, game. Music lang ako, teka. Ano nga bang playlist yun? Wait lang. Hala, di ko mahanap. Wait lang ah. Where are you? Ayun. Saan ko ba lalagay yung phone ko? Dito na lang. Okay, game. So once again, good evening to everyone. Hopefully we had a great week. Diba? Medyo, I think okay naman yung PSE. I think there were a good amount of opportunities considering medyo nag-bounce so yung index. Nag-close na tayo finally start na tayo. Nag-close na tayo finally dyan sa 7,000. Right? So actually it's a good thing we closed medyo good no sa Friday, at least kahit very minimally andun na tayo, 'di ba? Sa major masyado ata malakas yung music. Sa major psych level resistance no. So hopefully tumuloy siya, right? Sa Monday, a good close on a Friday is always it kind of puts the odds on your favor, right? Na hopefully Monday will be a better day. Pero ayun, well, I would say sa PSE, medyo ako, diba? Like, nasa may resistance, may build up at resistance, may initial run up tayo. We have an initial run up and then we have a consolidation. Right? We have a low. So, eto, normal lang to. Marami kasi nagpapanik sa ganito eh. Yung mga marami nagpapanik kapag ganyan na. But that's just lang yan. That's part of a trend, right? It will go up, it will pull back. So, normal lang yan as long as it doesn't break below mga key levels. So, teka, maglalabas lang ng mga indicator. Ay. By the way, guys, sorry, I think sa post, sabi 8:30 magsa-start. Nakapag-start na online. Apologies, may lang emergency na nasikaso, no? Personal emergency. So kung tignan nyo, yung moving averages natin, ano ginawa ni PSE? Nag-retest lang sa EMA 20 mga chong. And that's actually very healthy. Nag-form lang sa ng consolidation. So especially if you're going for bigger moves, if you think that may upside talaga sa Philippine market, dapat di ka na shake sa mga ganyan. Kasi natural lang, may profit taking, nasa resistance eh. Right? Coming from a downtrend, may huge spike, may profit taking talaga. Bakit? Ayun nga, because people are still unsure of the rally, people are locking in good gains, and people who are stuck at higher price are getting out, right? So it's very normal to have that type of di nga yan masyado sharp pullback, sakto lang. But as long as it's above your key support levels or your key moving averages, okay yan, di ba? Di naman siya nag-below yung low ng consolidation na to. So sa shorter term picture or sa medium term picture, okay siya, right? So okay yan. Marami na siya shake out dyan sa mga pullbacks sa ganyan. Siyempre, it could have went the other way. right, na nag-break below. Pag nag-break below, edi cut. Hindi mo naman talaga may benta palagi sa tuktok eh. But what's important is, di ba, you're able to trade yung plano nyo, right? What you could have done is, you could have sold half at nung nag-7K na yung index. Diba? Pwede ka magbenta ng half ng positions mo, tapos hawakan mo yung the rest. Kapag nag-break below EMA 20, benta mo lahat. Pwedeng ganun na approach, diba? Ito, tanong. Di ba parang rising wedge, RSI divergence? Good point, good point. So, if you're buying ko yung drawing, pwede siyang, parang ba natin na drawing yung rising wedge natin? Saan magmumula? Dito, parang ganyan. Tama, good point. Parang, pwede rin siyang rising wedge. So, it depends on how you look at it, right? Pero for me kasi, I mean, a bearish pattern isn't confirmed until the break below support eh. So until it breaks below support, that's probably not what I'm going to see. But it could go both ways naman. But at the end of the day, pwedeng tama yung Conso breakout, pwedeng tama yung falling wedge breakdown. But at the end of the day, may kinig pa rin tayo sa price, diba? So quick parang sell signal mo yan. Pag nag-below EMA 20, ingat ka na, diba? Mag-dispose ka na onting take profit, diba? So depends on how you see it naman. But ayun lang, right? Sino ba to? Paki-report nga to, nagko-comment. Pero ayun. Teka. So ayun. So ngayon, yung take ko sa PSEi lang. Observe for next week, right? Siyempre gusto natin umakyat. So let's just listen to what price is telling us, no? How long will this video be? Probably an hour and a half. Depende. May mga kailangan lang gawin mamaya. So yun. Anyway, game, let's start. So ito, first, let's go with sabi ni Eros, FNI. Sorry, medyo nag-lag yung laptop ko. So FNI, well, sakto lang ako kay FNI, long consolidation. Right? If we take a look at the bigger consolidation there, then we have a smaller one here, right? So you can actually trade the smaller consolidation within the bigger one, right? Parang pwedeng initial tranche mo. For example, if this can break out, right? So you can play around with that range. Pero ako, sakto lang ako kay FNI, parang sleeper play siya. Since hindi naman pa naman siya nagbe-breakdown below any key levels. Pero mag-iingat na lang tayo na nag-below dos to. Bigger picture lang kung nag-below to ng dos, olats na. Right? Pero initial warning signal ko na yan kapag nag-below na sa Conso na to, pag bumaba pa dyan, it's a bearish sign for me. Pero syempre, you still have to look at nickel prices globally, right? But, medyo parang mahabang Conso, mukha siyang position play if ever ititirahin mo. And I think, especially if we move higher next week, baka may mas high-flying opportunities pa. Pero of course, that's for if you're a momentum breakout trend follower, no? But hindi pa naman dead si FNI, tulog lang. And I guess we can say the same na rin for nickel, di ba? Ganon din. Pero the difference between FNI and nickel's actually starting to turn back up, right? So parang may mini Conso dito, diba? It's actually, unlike FNI na pababa, nickel's actually trying to turn back higher. So if mabasag na to yung 6, tama ba? 6? Yes, 6. Mabasag na to yung 6, not considering yung overshoot na to. Tingin ko pwede, potentially baka mag-trend ulit, probably interesting ulit. Pero malakas talaga, if mabasag niya yung high na to sa 650. So parang dalawa yung potential entry points mo, diba? If ever yan yung approach mo, right? You can do 6, add sa 640 if ever mag-momentum talaga. Depende na lang, but yun yung mga key levels na nitingnan natin. Okay, next. Green. Green, super interesting for me as now it's starting to turn back up. Kasi if we highlight this sa bigger picture chart, di ba parang medyo naging matumal siya for a couple of, siguro a month or two. But if you look at it from a bigger picture perspective, parang yun nangyari lang. Nagbigay siya ng retest sa multi-year time frame, sa monthly time frame. Nag-breakout, ni-retest lang niya. Albeit, matinding retest sa daily, but in the bigger picture, retest lang, di ba? Yung kagandahan dito, nung nag-retest siya, may kasamang shakeout. And usually, shakeouts, they shake out the weaker holders, right? And it makes the setup better, right? Because wala na yung mga weak holders. It makes the setup better. Yun yung mga hinahanap ni Mark Minervini. Sa mga console, may kasamang shakeout. And actually, all of us who use a stop loss is a weak holder. Diba? Diba na yung mga taong talagang hawak kahit ano, diba? But everyone who uses stop loss is a weak holder. The goal is to be the last weak holder bago mag-shake out. Or after, to be the last weak holder to be able to hold for a bigger move, no? So yeah, this is very interesting for me. I guess if it can break the previous high, di ba, baka mag-trend ulit since may maganda tayong konso. Parang 5 months na consolidation. So the longer the base, the higher in space. Right? So I'm not saying na bubomba to whatever price, di ba? But something to look at lang. Pwedeng mali din. Pwedeng nag-conso, may shakeout, pagka-breakout hanggang 5 lang tapos dedo na. So we just have to be mentally prepared for any situation. But this would definitely be something I would look at. IMI, sabi Joe. IMI. So IMI, well, parang sakto lang ako kay IMI. Parang I feel like there would probably be better opportunities. Siguro interesting to kapag ma-break niya tong high, 'di ba? Baka magka-spike tayo towards 12, etc. Parang ito yung mga key levels na kailangan basagin 'Di ba? Or if babaratin mo talaga and if gusto mo cheaper price, wait for a potential dip at support. Pero looking at the setup now, parang wala akong nakikita, wala siya sa I'm not one kasi to buy on a pullback of a moving average eh. And if I am, sana, 'di ba? Better if sana coming from an uptrend tapos pull back, right? That would be something more interesting. Pero ito primarily na downtrend, 'di ba? So ayun lang, wala siya sa parang wala akong masyadong setup na nakikita. Unless ma-microin mo tapos focus ka dito sa mini conso na to, ganyan, tingin mo di nababagsak. Depende sa approach mo. But yung na-highlight kong 10, yung 11 to 12, yun yung mga key levels sa kailangan basagin. So I'll do one more chart, tapos mag-charting na ako for the rest of the day or the night gamit yung magic indicator. Natanong na kasi ni Lyra, ano yung magic indicator natin. So announce natin yan. So it's something that has been requested for quite a while and the tech team was able to make it happen, di ba? So yun. So one last, BPI, and then gamitin natin yung magic indicator. BPI, teka, bagal mag-load yung chart ko. So BPI, interesting, parang isa sa mga pinakamatibay na banks, at least price-wise, kasi after no run-up niya, di ba, di na siya bumagsak. Ang ganda ng run-up, di pa talaga siya nag-pull back, parang nag-big conso lang eh. And now, it's actually kung body to body lang, di ba? If di mo consider yung malaking wick. Nag-breakout na eh. 2 days ago today. So, congrats sa mga nakaipon sa support. Sa mga position traders natin dyan. Hopefully, nagbunga yung patience, no? Quick, yan. Pwede na, di ba? Pang range trade, 12% swing o sa mga sumalaw support. So, now it's breaking out. Magkaka-upside lang to if the index also continues to break out higher, di ba? So that's something we have to look out for as well. And yung major talaga dyan, yung sa may 92. And then assuming that the index does break out, di ba? Na masundan natin yung concept, the longer the base, the higher in space. Susunod na dyan, 100. Right? And yung 100, that's what we call At least that's what people in the US call the century mark, right? Very significant yung pag nababasag yung 100. So yan yung mga key levels natin kay BPI. Pero lakas, diba? Strong breakout, gliding above EMA 20. So game, announce ko na no, yung ano natin, yung magic indicator natin. So it's something na ni-request na for quite a while and pinaghirapan din ng ng tech team no na i-implement sa buong platform, right? So labas ko siguro yung poster and maybe we can use that for the rest of the charting session. So ito yung bagong innovation or bagong dagdag sa Investa platform. So ako pala maglalabas, teka. Joke lang. Nasaan na ba yun? Ayan pala. Yan, so I'm not sure if everyone knows what this indicator is. This is what we call the volume profile visible range, diba? And this is gonna be exclusive no para sa mga Investa Prime Plus and Elite subscribers natin dyan, diba? So as in hindi to madali i-implement sa platform. Diba, talaga pinaghirapan ng team. So hopefully ma-appreciate nyo sa mga Team Prime Yun, Chad Villanueva, yun, solid. So ayun, pinaghirapan talaga. So hopefully sa mga hashtag Team Prime dyan, sa mga basta regardless if monthly or annual ka, right, may access ka na dapat dito. I believe ngayon dapat may access ka na. So let us know if may problems, But ayun, so hopefully magamit niyo na. So I'll try to use it for the rest of the charting session para ma-appreciate natin yung indicator. So volume something. So yan. So to be honest, hindi ko talaga to ginagamit, right? And I'll try to use it now para at least makita natin yung application, di ba? But nung nagpaturo kay Bear, si Bear, he's gonna make a video about it, di ba? So I'm sure there are people who know how to use it na, right? So hopefully mga Team Prime members dyan, magamit nyo na, di ba? Hopefully, Boss Ralph. Shout out, Boss Ralph. So hopefully magamit yun na, right? Magamit nyo sa trading nyo. Crypto or sa local, mayroon chart sa Investa. Real time yung crypto sa Investa, di ba? And forex commodities, US kaso end of day data pa lang. Hopefully magamit yun na. And Berio will be making a video tutorial on how to use it para kasi I'm not the one I'm not the best to explain it, but I'll try to use it. But when Bear taught it to me, sabi niya it's a way for you to better spot mga key levels. Yeah, it's a way for you to spot, okay, maraming supply sa area na to, pag nabasag magiging significant or kapag going towards support naman, maraming buyers ganyan. So it's a way for you to better spot key points in a chart. Right? So I'll try my best to use it, no, but Berio will give a better how do you call it? A better tutorial on it. But I'll do my best, right? Okay, so next chart. FES. Actually, nakikita ko to sa social media. Gumalaw ata to. Ano ba nangyari dito? Medyo volatile. I see. Teka, ano tong linya na to? Kasama pala no indicator. So, yung red line, that's what you call, basta nandyan yung parang pinakamaraming supply o pinakamaraming volume. So what you can see here, if you're gonna base it off yung volume, ano nga ba pangalan ng indicator? Ito ang haba volume profile indicator. Kung nasan yung pinakamaraming supply, at least when we're looking at resistance. And nakikita na natin dito. Diba? Very significant tong range na to. So hindi siya para 1 point lang na parang ito, sa presyo to, mahirap basagin. It looks at a range, di ba? So nakikita naman kung saan may pinakamaraming supply. So what can we see here? Pag nabasag, right, ni FES, yung area na yan, significant na bakit? Kasi unti na lang yung supply, right? Unti na lang yung supply on the way higher. Right? So that's parang additional conviction kapag nagte-trade ka. But again, si Berio makakabigay ng sobrang malupit na tutorial dito kasi ginagamit ito sa global. But anyway, all HC Teka, hindi ko matanggal yung square. Ba't di ko matanggal? Teka, gusto ko lang tanggalin yung red na line. Medyo nakakainis eh. Ito yan eh. POC. POC means point of congestion. So, nakuha ko yung kay Bear. Point of congestion. Doon yung may pinakamaraming area of supply. At least ito, since we're looking at resistance, di ba? Fes, sakto lang ako eh. Parang, kung titigan natin sa bigger picture, so, kasi sabi dito sa bigger picture chart, pag gagamitin natin yung volume profile indicator, nandito yung pinakamatinding support. Right? Parang nandito yung willing buyers, di ba? Diyan sa area na yan. Tapos kita natin, kung nasan siya ngayon, andun yung pinakamaraming supply, pinakamaraming potential sellers. But look at the bigger picture. Ito na ata yun eh, right? Sa may 0.90. So I guess yung play talaga dito is 0.92 piso. Parang bigger picture. I'm not sure if there's a catalyst here. Right? But kailangan talaga basagin muna itong area na to. Diba? Itong 0.75 to 0.80. Yan yung pinaka-significant na kailangan basagin. But no, I guess this is penny stock, diba? Much more volatile, right? As you can see, yung sumubok mag-momentum, na fade. So, importante, diba? May cut pa rin tayo. And if you're trading penny stocks, talagang kailangan ng precision. Because if you buy 2 cents away from your entry price, malaking factor na yun. It's either you're gonna be taking too much risk in terms of position size if you're a VAR-based trader or you base your size sa VAR. Masyado ng malaki yung risk mo relative kung nasa yung stop mo. Or if you're gonna keep the same size, you're gonna have to raise your stop loss up, which might shake you out on a small pullback. Or if you're gonna be 2 cents late, you're gonna have a much smaller size. And with the same wide stop, baka hindi na impactful yung size na yun. Right? So, kailangan talaga, pag penny, lalo na kapag volatile, may level of, what do you call this? May level of precision. Okay. So, point of control, point of congestion, important turning point ng price. Yun. Okay. Get. So, yung line kanina, parang pwedeng potential turning point kasi nga if tignan niyo yung indicator and yung pinakamaraming level of supply, yung pinakamaraming level of volume. So pag nabasag level na yun, I guess the indicator is saying na very significant area yun, di ba? So ako tinanggal ko lang kasi medyo distracting siya for me lang, pero ako lang yun. So tatanggalin ko lang. Pero yung default niya naka-on naman. Kasi ako, regardless of the indicator, price based pa rin yung signal, no. So dito pa rin ako mag-aantay, 0.78 to 0.80. Pero ayun lang, but looking at it now, parang very volatile. It'll maybe interesting to if it forms a handle, right? So parang cup with handle or something. So observe pa rin, di ba? If the index turns up naman, momentum plays are gonna come up here and there. So siguro interesting din to look at kapag mag-bounce siya dito. Sa EMA20, baka may short-term bounce ka dyan. So something to keep an eye on pa rin. Right. Side sa likod. Masyado ako naka-slouch. Teka. What eh. Okay. Dito. Zoom in natin. Ay. Dito. Wala, sakto lang ako dito eh. If titingnan natin sa sa near term, parang wala eh, medyo dead siya eh. Di siya masyado wala siya sa, kahit crowd favorite, wala siya talaga sa interest sa market. So first thing I'd like to see kay dito is, siguro in the short term, mabasag yung muna tong EMA50, right? Tsaka yung downtrend line. Confluence naman eh. And then yung next step dyan, kailangan basagin tong 1150 to 12 area, tong gap area, di ba? So if quick lang, parang swing trade, na. Parang yan na yung trade idea. Parang downtrend line breakout, sell sa gap area or sa resistance, di ba? Pero kung bigger picture, kailangan talaga may sustainability, right? It should, di ba, breakout, tapos conso here, breakout ulit, conso somewhere else. But looking at it now, until magka-interest ulit from the pub, magka-demand ulit, di siya masyado interesting for me. Right? And kung gagamitin natin basehan, yung volume profile something. Kung maghahanap ka ng support level, I guess dito sa area to yung pinaka malakas, 'di ba? Like somewhere here. If I'm not, previous low. Tapos parang malaki rin yung area of parang area of interest, right? Based dun sa indicator na yun, ba yeah. Pero ito yung inaantay ko. Medyo pang tulog pa eh. Tulog pa ako. Di pa masyado interesting para sa akin. Ace N. Ace N. So, yung interesting ngayon, di ba, after breaking out, so, may breakout tayo dyan, may parang flag pennant, whatever you wanna call it. Ngayon, yung pinakamatinding resistance talaga dyan will probably be around dito, no? Sa range na to. Right? Will be around that range. But right now, it's simply consolidating right after the breakout. Yung maganda dito, parang ni-retest niya, di ba? Yung swing high na yun. So, previous resistance, masyado ata malakas yung music. Previous resistance, turned support, right? So, previous resistance turned support, and now consolidating on that consolidating higher. So, that's good signs, diba? So, yung interesting na sa akin dito siguro is what will happen pag umabot sa 10. So, that's already almost 30% from the initial breakout point. Magbebenta na ba? What's gonna happen? So, yan yung key level, right, na dapat bantayan for Ace N for if ever it's gonna give another potential bigger move, diba? So something to observe then. Monde. Ano yung stock code nun? Monde. Monde pala. Okay. Wow! Lakas pa na ito. Pagka-breakout, no? Baliktad. Pagka-breakout, wala na. 25%. So, congrats sa mga meron nito. So, not really much to comment on this, no? Except, now is not, pakita naman sabihin niya. Parang, at this point, from a trader perspective, di ba? Parang, dawa yung talagang key entry. Unless intraday mo, but at least sa daily, I'm sure somewhere here may intraday setups yan, pero di na ako focus dun. Kung sa daily, dalawa lang yung key entries para sa akin eh. So, nakaraos na, nangyari na, diba? So, ngayon, if I'm looking at this from the outside, wanting to get in, mag-aantay muna ako, diba? If mag-consolidate ganyan. Kasi walang proper base eh, walang proper consolidation eh, walang proper entry point. Unless nga, intraday mo. Diba? Pero I'm not one kasi for example, ito, diba? I'm not one to probably trade that, right? Di lang style ko. But I probably would kapag yung sobrang volatile, parang dati KPPI, fruit, ganun. Pero Monday, sakto lang. Di ko siya siguro intraday if trade ko siya. Mas focus na lang siguro ako sa daily. Pero yun, and since mas maraming sa community, mas marami sa daily naka-base, yun na yung gagamitin kong example point. So ngayon, di na ako maho-FOMO, diba? Wait lang for a proper consolidation pattern. Tapos kung meron naman ako nito, and maganda naman yung average ko, tama naman yung buy point, hope for a trend, diba? Siguro, yung stop loss mo dyan, wala pang, may moving average ka na onte. So set ka lang ng trail stops mo. Siyempre gusto natin mag-trend siya, 'di ba? If not, i-cut lang, 'di ba? So you can set your trail stop whether it's using a moving average, whether it's using the chart, parang mag-sell na ako pag nag-below 16 ganyan, may price stop ka. So depende na sa'yo, but ayun lang. May sinabi ako kanina, no, parang if you're from the outside looking to get in, may nabasa lang kasi akong quote, it's much better to be on the outside looking to get in than from the inside looking to get out. Yung tipong ipit ka, gusto mo malabas. You're the inside looking to get out. It's much better to be on the outside looking to get in. If yun yung nangyayari, okay ka. But if you're the inside looking to get out, yun yung nakaka-stress. Okay, next. DMC. Ano meron kay... Actually, I think I saw this din the other day. May nag-post about it sa Investa Trading community. So, wow. So I think we've highlighted this na rin several times no, sa charting sessions natin. So if you're trading in something like that, you know, strong breakout here, good supply here, strong breakout. Tapos, not sure if anyone would have traded that downtrend line breakout. No, maybe a lot of people might have been looking at yung horizontal base. So ito yung nakaka-frustrate, no, pag momentum trader ka. Say for example, mapapakat ka ba dito? Baka nga mapakat ka eh. So we have an initial move here, tapos wala, diba, na olats. Just to consolidate and then just to go back up in price. Tapos parang mas maganda pa yung itsura ngayon. Nakaka-frustrate yan pag nag-cut ka, tapos tumuloy, tapos di ka naka-buy back. But I think a lot of people take it too personal. Parang pag nangyayari yun, nababad trip eh. But if you trade long, a couple of years, parang masasanay ka din eh. It is what it is. Kaya very important yung meron kang wala kang emotion. Pag buo pa yung setup, pag hindi naman siya nag-break down below key level, kailangan ready ka pa rin mag-buy back eh. I'm not saying na masa-stop out ka dito, but I'm sure meron iilan parang na off sa candle na to, binitawan na lang. It's really important na meron kang buyback plan. Kasi pwedeng pwedeng hinog yung setup, maaga ka lang. Or maaga lang yung first move. And usually, the second and the third move, it's usually much stronger. Di ba? So yung kagandahan dito, why if ever na-stop out ako, babantayan ko pa rin. Kasi nag-consolidate lang. Di ba? Above resistance. And that's a strong sign. May onting dip pa nga eh. And yun yung maganda. Nag-shake out pa siya. So on the second, so it's either depende na sa'yo, like, sige, pwedeng mag-accumulate ka dyan habang tahimik or tirahin mo yung second breakout. Diba? Pero mahirap buuin yung mindset na yun, yung wala kang emosyon. Kasi napakat ka, nawalan ka ng pera dahil sa stock eh. Siyempre, madali mabad trip. Ay, ano oras na? Ay, teka lang, open na yung US market. Shit. Check ko lang ha. So, okay, ayos lang. Wala pa naman. Okay, buksan ko lang yung trading view sa laptop. So, mahirap buuin yung mindset na yun. Kasi nawala ka ng pera, di ba? Madali lang tanggalin sa watchlist. But the best practice really is huwag tanggalin muna sa watchlist. Kasi baka mag-setup ulit. And the second setup might probably be better. So, yung magkagandaan dyan, nung nag-consolidate siya, kaya maganda, super low volume. Right? Eh, hinahanap natin. A high volume breakout, a low volume consolidation. Tapos, nag-breakout ulit. Ang ganda ng volume, right? High volume breakout. So, I guess, ang point ngayon is, ngayon, di ba? Parang, if wala ako nito, I mean, hindi kasi ako want to buy on the break of a wick like this. Lalo na kung ganyan, parang malayo na sa base, ganun. Pero pwede rin naman, parang yan yung pinaka-final greedy momentum entry na pwede. For example, dito ay TSP. US stock to. So, TSP, parang na-miss ko to eh, dito. Hindi ko na nakuha dito. Kasi akala ko hindi pa hinog. Kasi nga, volatile eh, early name. So, yung last chance of entry, parang yan eh, yung nag-break yung wick. Though, hindi ko na siya Actually, binili ko siya. Pero kinat ko kaagad. Kasi sabi ko, mali eh. Ayoko, kasi sa US, medyo ano ngayon eh, parang hindi siya health, medyo choppy. So ayoko pilitin. Kaya nga, kita mo, after mag-spike, fade ka agad. Medyo choppy. Though, and alam kong hindi na tama, bumili pa doon. So kinat ko kaagad. Pagkabili ko, kinat ko after 5 minutes. Tapos 1 minute after, pumutok na, di ba? So 12% up na sana ako. Tapos if nabenta ako sa tutok, 20%. Pero ayos lang. I mean, bad trip, but sinundan ko lang yung talagang tama based on the way I trade. And based on yung market environment. Eh nga, nakulelats na. Would I have been able to sell? Diba? At 20%? Probably not. All-time high IPO name, primary base. Ito yung mga trip kong setup eh. Ito yung mga trip kong hawakan na matagal. Na sana mag-trend. So, probably mangyayari sa akin, break even lang. Diba? Up 20%, I will never let a good gain turn into a loss. Probably 5% gains or break even. At the best, baka 10% gain if ever binitawan ko talaga. Diba? Or worst case, baka naging loss pa. So, sinundan ko lang yung style ko. So, ano ba yung point ko? Bakit ko shinare to? Yung point ko lang is, kung okay yung market, diba? Pwedeng may final greedy momentum buy or something. But anyway, congrats sa mga meron nito. Sorry, dami ko sinabi. Yung sakit ko, dami ko sinasabi. So, I guess yung next level na titignan ko dito sa bigger picture, tong 7. So if lagay natin sa shorter time frame, so weekly, I would look at 7, then I would look at somewhere close to 850 to 9. So if malakas yung index, probably given na increment na lang yung inakyat yung index, pero lakas na ito, this can probably, it might, not saying it will, it might be a potential leader sa blue chip space, sa mga blue chips, di ba? So yan, something to keep an eye on lang, right? Yung mga key levels na hinighlight ko. So congrats sa mga meron yan. Dami ko sinabi. Salamat, Axie. Emotionless. Sana minsan gusto ko lang din maging robot. Minsan hindi rin okay maging robot eh. Noong una akala ko din dapat robotic ka lang kapag nagte-trade. Pero perspective ko lang to. I think pag robotic ka mag-trade, nawawala na yung intuition factor eh. Yung gut feel pag masyadong robotic. And for me, important yung gut feel eh. Parang pag alam mong dapat puruhan mo yung isang setup, minsan gut feel yun eh. Ewan ko. Pero walang tama, walang mali. Depende na kung gusto mo maging robotic guys, no? Ano ba? PX. Anong nangyari sa PX? Ay, sige, PX. Lumakas na ba ito ulit? PX, so bigger picture, at least nag-bounce, no? Right, sa EMA 50. So, di man siya totally olats. I guess, the biggest thing I would look at least based dito sa indicator natin, no, na interesting pag mabasag tong range na to. Right? Kasi mukhang dyan yung may pinaka malaking level of supply. Right? So, yung 7 na area. So, for me, if I'm looking at the bigger picture play, EMA 50 talaga yung basis ko. And as long as it holds above that level, I wouldn't say that a play is dead. But, I also wouldn't say na it's a viable play already. Bakit? Kasi baka wala pang setup, baka kaka-bounce lang. Parang kay PX. So, kay PX ngayon, wala pa ako gagawin. O, obserbahan ko pa lang. And I would, probably reconsider if I see ano yung reaction niya sa may 7. Mabasag ba na may conviction or maolats lang, makulelats dahil may overhead supply? But still something to keep a look at, diba? But ayun, observe pa. Wala pa sa decision-making zone or whatever. So, observe muna. EMP. Uy! Gumalaw na pala tong EMP. Gumalaw na pala to. So, EMP, ganda. Ano lang, strong, I think this is an all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. Ay, joke. So, I guess nauntog siya sa multi-year high pala, no? So, if chine-check nyo yung multi-year time frame, ito yung advantage, yung malalaman nyo na ano na pala tong 13 medyo delikado na, right? Kailangan magbenta na. Or kailangan at least mag-reduce ng position. So, is EMP dead? No, right? It's very far away from the moving average because yung degree of ascent niya wala more than 90 degrees, right? So yung kagandahan naman is today it closed with a hammer, right? So hindi siya totally dead, right? I guess the best thing to look now kay EMP is can it form some sort of consolidation? Though the problem here is tuwing nagko-consolidate siya, isang taon eh. Ayun, buwan hanggang taon yung consolidation eh. So, if I would have traded this, I would have probably sold 75% of the position sa resistance tapos yung 25% bahala na. But, depende na. If wala pa ako nito, hindi na ako bibili. Walang setup eh, di ba? Unless you're trading candlestick patterns, hammer, ganyan. But, I would observe, di ba? Kasi baka magbago yung DNA. Baka shorter conso, tas bigger move. If meron ako nito, would I have been shaken out? Honestly, I probably would have. Diba? I probably would have been shaken out. But, if hawak ko pa ngayon, observe na lang ako, diba? Parang ano pa pwede mangyari. Hindi pa naman deads eh. I guess yung pinaka-stop ko na dyan, if meron ako, yung pinaka-low neto. If nag-olats pa dyan, tatapon ko na. Teka lang ha. Sakit ng likod ko sa electric fan ha. Tapat siya. Pero init naman. Pero ayos lang. All HC, sabi Jelomir. By the way guys, share nyo naman sa comment kumusta yung week nyo. Kahit sa trading lang, kumusta yung trading week nyo, kumusta yung trades nyo, how has it been going. May mga lessons ba kayo na gusto i-share or i-voice out sa community? May frustrations ba na gusto nyo i-share? Basta walang bash-bash, yun lang, yung mga experiences nyo, kumusta naman. All HC, so na-break na tong previous high, no? Kaso parang di ko kasi masyado trip kapag yung very volatile siya within the days eh. Kasi lagi niya, okay siya, lagi niya retest yung resistance, di na bumabagsak. But, syempre wala pa ako nito, ayun nga, di na ako habol. Yung proper buy point for me was here. And the retest, di ba? Pero looking at it now, hopefully mag-trend, no? Ano pa lang up 10% pa lang. I guess the best thing to look now is to look at yung bigger time frame, no? Saan ba yung next? I take it back, di ba? So ito yung importance sa pagtitingin sa bigger picture. Ngayon, may perspective ka na. Nung tignan ko sa daily, di ko masyado trip kasi parang sucks lang yung candles eh. Walang conviction. Umaakyat, pero sakto lang, hindi siya yung, di ba, yung puputok kagad. Pero now that I'm looking at the bigger picture chart, now it looks interesting. Kaya pala hindi siya pumuputok kaagad kasi mabigat yung resistance sa area na to, di ba? Significant multi-year or 2017 multi-year resistance, 3-4 year resistance. Teka, all-time high ata to eh. Tama. Kasi tinrade ko yan joke. So I guess yung next dyan sa may 5 na, di ba? Sa may 5 na. But looking at least looking at it from yung 4 pesos na perspective, ngayon interesting siya pag successful break yan above 4.20, 4.30, yung next na dyan 5, di ba? So may 20% upside ka kung bibenta mo na sa 5 if ever umabot doon. Now it's something interesting to look at. Looking at the bigger picture. Kaya mahalaga din na titingnan yung bigger picture perspective. So yeah, if meron ka nito, hopefully mag-trend. If wala ka nito, antay ng retest sa 380 area, antay ng pullback o antay ng proper consolidation pattern. So, yun lang naman kay All HC. So, ngayon, interesting na siya kasi nakita mo na yung bigger picture perspective. Alala ko, na-trade ko pa to dati dito. That was like 2 years ago, man. Saan ba yun? Nung unang panahon pa. De joke lang. Kailan ko ba tinrade yun? Ang tagal na laptop ko mag-load, ayoko na balikan. Ito sabi ni Earl. Small loss for June. Versal play, double fold, strong stocks. Okay. Yeah, good realization. And there's nothing wrong naman, no, with trading yung mga reversals or bottom picks, diba? Especially if you have a setup that works or you have a system that fits you. Siguro yung lang is tignan din natin yung market environment. And I think the market environment for a while has been more apt towards bigger plays. 52-week highs, breakouts, kesa yung mga reversals. Yes, for the past week or week and a half, may pullback or may bagsak, but that doesn't mean that the market leaders bumagsak na. Pwedeng may consolidation lang or anything. For example, if you want to put GMA7 as an example, right? It's a leader, wala man nangyari, di ba? Parang nag-onting pullback lang. So, that's a good realization. Focus dapat sa may volume at maraming market participants. Tama. Something I should also listen to as well. Focus sa leaders, especially pag malakas pa rin yung market and walang signs of sell down, focus talaga sa leaders. PRMX, deads na ba? Alamin natin. Oy, baka may gusto pa mag-share dyan ng experiences na sa market. I'm sure a lot of people, you never know. One person might read that, tapos maka-impact ka sa tao na yun. So, something we don't know. Outs! Burat, ito yung mga nakakainis. Napotsu. So, ano na to? Medyo make or break na to sa Monday kasi, again, frustrating realities. I mentioned so many times sa charting session na I like PRMX. Bakit? Teka, medyo annoying na indicator, nakaharang. Teka, off ko muna kasi dito ako mag-focus eh. Kasi nung pabagsak yung market, si PRMX ano ginawa? Umakyat. Tapos, nung patuloy pa rin yung bagsak, ano ginawa? Nagkonso. So, this was definitely probably one of my picks aside from GMA7. If I were to choose, di ba, PRMX would probably be one of it. And approved naman, nag-breakout, di ba? Low volume conso, high volume breakout. Tapos, okay, retest, ayos lang. Pero medyo kakabahan ka yan, tapos nag-breakdown. So, frustrating reality, right? Na ganun talaga. Di araw-araw Pasko. For me, I guess, biggest thing now for PRMX is kailangan mag-hold na dito. Yung biggest warning sign sa akin is below EMA 50 na. So, tanggal na yan sa akin. But, given na may structural support, baka if you were to trade it, maybe there's a bounce you could play, 10-12%. But, saksa ako, medyo make or break ito sa Monday. But the fact is below EMA 50, parang wala nang interest dito. Kaya, ito yung realidad. Diba? Hindi palaging tama. Gutom na ako. Next tech. Pag gusto ko magpa-deliver ng McDo. Sige, magpa-deliver ang McDo pagkatapos na ito. Weekend na naman eh. So tech, ito yung problema kay tech eh. Parang very unsustainable yung momentum niya ever since. Parang tuwing try mo i-trade yung breakouts, nagfe-fade siya. Here. Tapos finally tumuloy. Pero pag napakat ka sa iba, yung tanong, matitira mo pa ba to? Diba? And then nag-try i-break yung high, nag-fade, diba? Nag-fade. Nag-try i-break yung high, nag-fade. Nag-try i-break yung high, nag-fade, diba? So, frustrating. Tapos ngayon, tumuloy. So, hopefully, if you were trading it with an objective to simply sell it at resistance, hindi okay ka, solve ka, diba? Walang problema. Ito na yun, right? Sa area na yan, dapat nabenta mo. Pero kung bigger move yung hanap mo, right? Well, solid na to, 20%, diba? Pero kung bigger move sana yung hanap mo, frustrating kasi fade ka agad. Ngayon, sa may entry point mo na ulit. So at least looking at it, congrats no, sa mga naka-trade ng upswing na yun. But parang ito, di ba? Frustrating to if nilagay ko sa early. Tingnan nyo to. So kailangan alam niyo yung DNA, di ba? No stock na trade nyo. And yung DNA ni Tech is mahirap siya i-trade. Yung momentum niya, very erratic. Prone to, right? Ito, pagkatapos to move, fade ka agad. Kala mo, lakas, di ba? Gap opening ba to? Tapos fade ka agad. So, frustrating. So, ngayon, pass na ako. Unless trade ko yung bounce, ganyan. But overall, di ko masyado trip si Tech. I guess the lesson to be brought out of this is, alamin nyo yung DNA. Right? Alamin nyo yung DNA stock. I'm not saying not to trade it. Kasi pwede naman, di ba? Nahuli nyo to. Tapos, sell on resistance. Okay yun, di ba? But, I guess by knowing the DNA, you can also set expectation. Since alam mo na assuming na walang major catalyst, tapos alam mo, ganyan yung DNA niya, sell on resistance yung approach mo dito, mga chong, di ba? So yun lang. There's always a lesson to be learned in every stock, right? Apo. APO. Uy, interesting. Gutom na ako. By the way, sa mga Team Prime members natin dyan, again, you get Team Prime members, Prime Plus, Prime Elite, monthly or annual can access this indicator already. Sa mga elite natin dyan, at bukas yung ELCS ni Berrio. Please make sure to attend that. Sobrang important na yung ituturo niya, yung how to avoid fake outs. I think ituturo, di na ata pwede humabol para sumali, but just a reminder to everyone na that's happening tomorrow. And marami kayo matututunan dyan. And if you miss out on it, I think we have like so many learning materials already pag Prime Elite ka. If you sign up for Prime Elite or you subscribe to Investa Prime Elite, you'll get access to all the recordings. So that's a plus, right? Yung ituturo ni Berrio bukas, very high level. I think the indicator na i-highlight is yung pag-use ng Bollinger Bands niya. Ito yun lang. Just a reminder lang, baka may mga nakalimot I think the link has been already sent to you guys, di ba? So yun lang, just remember to attend this. Very high level and very informative session yan. Especially na pag tumuloy yung market na malakas, I'm sure may mga fake outs dyan. And if you guys want to know which how to put the odds of success in your favor when trading breakouts, ito yung kailangan nyo matutunan. So attend kayo dyan. Yun lang. So don't forget. GMA 7 pagtapos si APO. So APO, I mean, nag-fade today, right? So ito na yung sinasabi kong dapat may buyback plan ka. Nag-fail today, pero paano pag tumuloy sa Friday? Ay tumuloy sa Monday? Paano mo approach? Mentally prepare ka na over the weekend. Dapat. Paano mo titirahin? So ako, knowing na mukhang significant yung area na to, di ba? Marami lang supply, di ba? Di na tumuloy, di ba? It is what it is. So ako, personally, how I would approach is, I would observe this on Monday intraday, di ba? And if ma re-break yung 110, would I buy back? I probably would if talagang trip ko yung setup. Right? If napanood niyo yung trading psychology video ko on Investa Univ, you can find that video on YouTube. Parang yung magiging mindset ko dyan is how I approach my trades sa pins before. This was last year. So bago ko nakuha yung super move kay pins, 5 beses pa ako pinakat ni pins, mga chong. As in, frustrating, sobra. Parang ano ba? Saan ba? Ito kasi parang wait lang. Saan ba yung IPO price niya? Ito yung high niya. Yan. Lahat ng mga week na yan, tinrade ko yan lahat. Naka-5 cut ata ako. If pinanood niyo yung video na yun, shout out sa mga nanood ng InvestaU. If maisip niyo yung level of frustration ko dito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sa 6th, hindi, I think I only traded this once. Parang so that's 3, that's 4. I think this one was 5, and then this one was, or was this one, basta yan, or I think di ako napakat dyan, di tumama sa cut ko. Tapos tumuloy na. If may imagine yung level of frustration ko bago ko nahuli to, sa benta ko to dito. Somewhere here. In that candle, yung earnings gap. So, medyo may pagka-chamba, no? 80% on earnings. So, if may imagine yung level of frustration ko, naka-5 cut ako. But the reason why I mentioned it a while ago, di dapat emotional, di ba? Alam kong ito yung bread and butter ko sa US primary base setup, all-time high, new name, tapos tech company, yun yung theme noong 2020. And siguro yung mali ko dito, di ako nag-adjust, no? Parang tech, mahirap yung momentum, hindi bili ka support. Yung problema ko, pinipilit ko. So sana nag-accumulate ako sa pullbacks, di ba? Para di ako ma-shake. Pero yun yung mali ko, di ba? But the good sign of my trade there was, in-apply ko yung tinuro ko dun sa trading psychology lesson. And if nabasa nyo yung book na Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, which I recommend everyone reads, available is a fully book, medyo mahal lang kasi high level book. Alam niyo dapat every moment in the market is unique. Di ba? Dapat hindi ka emotional. Hindi ibig sabihin na nag-fake dito at nag-fake dito ay ito hindi na pwedeng legit or ito. So I just traded it that way. Every moment in the market is unique. Every trade is statistically independent from one another. And this might be the one, diba? Parang baka ito na yung tumuloy. And yun na nga yung tumuloy, diba? So now, going back sa APO example, very frustrating to. I'm sure maraming tumira nito. Lalo na mga momentum traders na active. Maganda naman talaga yung setup, totoo lang. Right? Major breakout na. Am I saying natutuloy? No. Pwedeng mali, diba? Pwedeng olats, diba? Pagdating sa Monday, pwedeng ganyan. Pagdating sa Monday, pwedeng chumilax muna. Pagdating sa Monday, pwedeng tumuloy. But you have to be mentally prepared to address any situation, especially if may hawak ka or trip mo si APO na i-trade, di ba? So kailangan ready ka lang, di ba? So if tumuloy siya, right? If let's say nag-re-break ulit kaagad, frustrating siya. Lalo na kung napakat ka today. But you have to know, are you willing to buy back? Knowing na pwedeng mapotso ulit. Pwedeng gumanon. Yun yung nangyari kay Pins. And in my mind, I was willing. Bakit? Kasi ang ganda ng setup. Diba? So, and pwede namang tumuloy. Pwedeng napaaga lang dito, pero the next breakout tumuloy. So, di natin alam. But yun nga, you have to be mentally prepared lang. Tapos, ano na yan? Parang, I guess, yung next na babantayan mong level would probably be itong gap area na to, diba? 130. So, 30% yung upside mo initially. So, something to observe pa rin, diba? So, yun lang. Dami ko naman sinabi. Ay, tinanggal ko pala to. Sorry. Water break. Guys, I have a question. Can someone comment below? How do you trade? Personally lang, I'm just curious lang. How do you trade when you have a lot of things on your mind? I'm just curious to know. That's probably a question I need an answer for. Teka, check ko lang US market. Teka lang. Potso. Fuck me. Hey, hassle. How do you trade on these last things on your mind? So, do you take a break? Diba? Do you take a break? Or do you try to take everything out of your mind and you focus on the market? Diba? Paano approach you doon? I'm curious to know how you guys approach that situation. Next, wholesome. Ay, sorry. Ayan, yan yung tanong. Curious lang ako. Oy, okay to ah. Wholesome looks interesting. So, if lagay natin sa bigger picture perspective, finally broke out sa 50-day, right? So, weekly. I guess yung next pinaka-significant na dyan sa 8, no? So, 8. Balik natin sa daily. So, lakas niya past couple of days, no? So, congrats if ever meron tumira ng break of this high. Would I have traded this? Hindi ko rin masabi. So, 7%. So, congrats sa mga nakakuha doon. Or sa mga nagbodega. Pero kung bigger picture talaga, parang kung naghahanap ka ng major reversal, na for example, from 8, pwede mag-12, ganun. Or pwede i-revisit tong gap area, right, sa may 10 to 11. Ito yung level na kailangan basagin yung 8. Pag nabasag yung 8, very interesting yung potential play kay Holcim. Kasi laggard to kina last year, kina CHP, kina Eagle. Sakto lang yung ginalaw niya compared sa dalawang yun, nung parang nagka-downtrend reversal. So interesting. And the interesting here is the run-up now, may interesting volume sa weekly, may spike, no? So something interesting to keep an eye on, maybe for the medium term. Yung indicator sa right side, yung bagong indicator sa platform, volume profile something. So it's a new indicator na implement a tech team with a lot of hard work. It's exclusive for our Investa Prime Plus and Investa Prime Elite monthly and annual subscribers. So basta Team Prime ka, may access ka dyan. Tinanggal ko lang sa chart kasi nakaharang siya kanina. So, magbibigay si Berio ng tutorial kung paano gamitin next week. Ano mga sagot niyo dun sa tanong kanina? Sige. Facebook. Tama naman. Distract mo sarili mo, diba? Make a plan, execute, get out of the way, forget everything. Continue trading plan, expect for the worst. Wala lang, naubos, mag-observe, walang decision. And only 254. Ano itong 254? Baka viewers sa YouTube. Baka busy lang. Baka Friday night, diba? Nag-i-enjoy. As long as you know the question was, what do you do when you have a lot of things on your mind but you have to trade? So as long as you know your rules, meditate ka before the market opens. Good point. Go back to your basic system, focus ones with low risk, don't force trades. That's a good point. Focus on high quality setups. Kasi when you get emotional, baka mapa-overtrade ka. So, good reminders to always focus on high quality setups. I don't trade. Teka, nasan yun? Paki-flash. Ako na magkiklik. Mga chong, pag may goal, focus, pare, recently ko lang na-discover yung video na yun. Tawa. Pero tama naman siya. Focus lang. Okay. You need to take a break. I don't trade when there's too much focus. When there's too much clutter, take a step back, chill muna, walking ka muna, take a break. So yeah, mag-axi na lang, focus lang sa goal, try not to trade. Everyone's right, diba? I just wanted to get everyone's perspective. So there's two spectrums, no? One is stay objective, try not to stay emotional, meditate, just follow your rules, focus on high quality setups. The other one is take a break. Both are right, and it depends on what works for you lang. So yun. If someone needed to hear that, someone needed the answer to that question. Kaboses daw ni JC si Boy Focus. So, para akong tao nagtumatawa mag-isa. So yeah, tama naman. Depends on I think it depends on your emotional capacity, no? If you have the emotional capacity to trade, regardless if you have a lot of things on your mind, then focus on high quality setups, follow your plan. If you don't, take a break. Diba? Tama lang. So thanks for the insights, everyone. Boss Paul, tawa. Okay, next. So guys, naka an hour and 10 minutes tayo. To be honest, meron lang ako kailangan asikasuhin. Pero na-commit ko kasi yung today, na-commit ko yung SEC next. GME 7 pala. So na-commit ko kasi mag-charting session tonight. Pero may mga shit lang ako na kailangan asikasuhin. So I'll do last 5 stocks, no? Ipit na sa crypto pero focus pa rin. I'll do last 5 stocks, no? And then maybe we can call it a night. Nadaanan ko naman, I think majority. Wait lang. Ito, bonus lang. Hindi kasama sa 5. Si RLT nag-ceiling, diba? Wala nag-request na ito. Nakita ko lang ito ng isang araw. So, well, now it looks dead. So, hindi to counted sa 5. Wala kasi nag-request eh. Wala bang interested dito? Nakita ko lang. Parang may nag-post ng port snap. I guess, well, pangit na nga siya. But I guess ito, gap area. Kung nag-retest sa previous high, baka may bounce, diba? So, observe na lang. But, ito na yun. Another classic example of, diba? I'm sure intraday there were opportunities here. Especially for the good day traders, intraday traders. Congrats. Or if sinugal mo sa first day ceiling, tapos yan, nag-gap, nabenta mo, congrats. But, I guess, looking at this now, olats na, and lesson lang, diba? Again, it's better to be on the outside looking to get in than on the inside looking to get out. Diba? And I guess one last reminder, because I like talking about ceilings kasi di ako magaling mag-trade na. Nung nag-PSE, wala kasi ceiling sa US pero nag-PSE pa ako. Sakto lang ako sa ceilings, di ako yung master, diba? Pero I always just remembered, Of course, it's a once, you want a once in a lifetime. It's a once every quarter, right? Over like 4 or 5 times a year may ganitong play. Syempre gusto mo tirahin, di ba? Pero always remember, sa mga nasisi, gusto mo tirahin, di ba? But tirahin mo na may plano, di ba? If you're gonna trade it with a plan, trade it the right way. Kasi I'm sure probably no one saw it. No one would have expected na magsisiling ng ganito yung itsura niya, di ba? Right? But ayun, once it comes out, syempre you want to try and get a intraday continuation pattern. But again, remember, if you miss out, it's okay. Kasi I'm sure if someone missed out on ever, kapag sinabi mo, wala nang lalabas forever. Ito, si IRT, lumabas, diba? So always remember, it's always better to be looking out and wanting to get in rather than looking out wanting to get in than being inside wanting to get out. That's the hardest. And tandaan nyo lang, control natin yung size, di ba? The worst mistake you can make sa ceiling plays is mag-oversize, lalo na sa late entries, di ba? So, avoid tayo sa ganyan. And cut lang pagbalik. Anyway. RLT, GMA7. Ano lang, if I'm not mistaken, all-time high to, so not really much to comment here. Probably, if I'm still holding this, my tail stop would probably be EMA 20, right, to sell a portion. This will probably consolidate first. I would like to see it consolidate because if it just continues to go up in that wedge-like pattern, it can break down. But again, it will probably consolidate around this level, hopefully. That's a healthy consolidation. Wala lang, congrats sa meron nito, sa mga humahawak lang, sa mga nag-trend follow, congrats. Wala ka pa nito, antay lang ng continuation pattern o ng pullback towards a moving average, right? So yun. Ever. So, number 2 out of 5. Okay. I think I slouch too much when I do the charting session. Or I look down. Kasi yung laptop ko pa ganun. Masyado mababa yung table. Okay. Parang indicate. Ever. So, again, yan nga, wag na ma-FOMO, diba? So, but strong bounce here, right? So, wow, 30% bounce. The biggest challenge ngayon kay Ever is kaya ba niya basagin to level na to? If hindi ko nakuha yung bounce sa EMA 20, right now, I wouldn't really be looking to get in. Observe muna what it does. Pwede naman, okay naman yan eh. Kasi when a stock crashes talaga, usually malakas yung bounce. And considering the penny stock, malakas talaga yung bounce. So now, kung bigger picture, I'm looking to see, okay, may laman ba talaga to si Ever? Ano nga ba yung catalyst nito? Hindi ko talaga alam eh. But if may laman talaga to, will it consolidate above EMA 20 or will it break down? Is it going to be something similar to like APL? Where it had a... Okay, the bounce wasn't strong. It was a straight outright crash. What's a good example? But you guys get the point, right? Parang ang dami na sigurong overhead supply ni Ever dyan sa resistance level na yan, di ba? So ako, observe na lang muna ako. Pwede kasi ano lang eh. Resistance, tapos may lower high ka lang, nag-bounce, tapos wala na, kulelats na. Pwede ring dahil volatile, malakas yung crash, pero bounce, tapos nag-conso, tapos tumuloy. Depende na lang kung ano mangyari. So, observe tayo. ABS, gumalaw daw, pero di alam kung bakit. Pero napotso din. So, di ko masyado trip si ABS. Parang sakto lang. I mean, I guess yung approach ko dito, more on, isa-swing trade ko lang to 14, no? Pero medyo nahirapan na nga sa area na yun eh, after randomly breaking out. I think that, I'm not sure if there's a catalyst from this breakout, pero medyo random ata. I'm not sure, I'm not updated. But if wala pa ako nito, parang wala setup eh, nag-fade eh. So observe lang, di ba? If it can form a continuation pattern. Not really much to say about ABS. Last two. PHA. Yeah, someone said baka PHA yung mean ko. Yeah, this is a good example, right? It's PHA. nung time na to, 'di ba? Nung nauntog, may malaking bounce pero nag-try pa nga couple handle pero fade, 'di ba? So something that might happen would ever, di natin alam. Di nga natin alam pag-aabot pa yan sa dating resistance eh. So observe lang. Oh, I need to lie down after this. PHA naman, PHA, I would probably look if it can maybe dip towards support. Diba? Parang, sakto lang, hindi siya masyado interesting for me eh. Parang siyang dito, medyo tahimik lang. Eh, siguro nasa mata pa rin na marami pero nawala yung interest kay PHA. So as you can see, yung mga tick niya, parang lang, 164 to 168. Wala masyadong nagaganap. So, siguro magkakabuhay lang to ulit pag nabasag na yung EMA 50 o yung 180 na area. O yung high na to. Tsaka lang siya magiging interesting ulit. But for now, parang, I'm sure there are better opportunities out there. Unless, you wanna go for a sleeper play, tulog, potential spike, edi go ahead kung yun yung approach mo, no? But for me, I wanna make the most amount of money in the least amount of time, right? Market leaders yung titirahin dapat natin. Okay, last stock, BSE. Ito ba yung na-fat finger? Ay, hindi pala. Si ano pala yun? BHI, yung na-fat finger daw nung isang araw. Pero bumawi ka agad, oh. Again, frustrating reality, but hirap, diba? Grabe binagsak, pero babawi lang. Anyway, BSE. BSE, tahimik lang eh. I think APL, tahimik lang din. I think they look the same eh. So parang wala masyado nangyayari. Pretty similar to PHA. So tahimik lang. So if you're a position trader, maybe you might find interest in a setup like this, di ba? But tas quick cut ka na lang since penny stock. But I guess something interesting to keep an eye on. Yun nga, if you're more of a guy who wants, or gal, who wants to look for a sleeper trade, you look for stocks that are consolidating, you look for stocks na wala masyadong interest sa mga tao, not volatile at all. Ito medyo tahimik, and then pwede ka pumosisyon, depende na sa approach mo, di ba? So yeah, it just depends. If you're a position trader, this should probably look attractive to you. And then, I guess, sell on rally yung approach mo, di ba? Para kung nag-accumulate ka, sell on rally, di ba? But for me, si BSC, probably same with APL. If it goes below yung key support level sila, olas na yan for me. Pero yun, for the longest time, tahimik lang eh. Like, may mga quick spikes ka, di ba? And pwede na rin 12%, pero hindi talaga siya big move. Parang quick range trades lang, di ba? Na volatile pa. Penny stock pa, kailangan precise yung precision, yung entry mo. Tapos tuwing nagtatry, mag-successful parang move higher, wala eh. Umuulats, pumupotso. So yun. Yung tingin ko dyan. Up 24%. Congrats, Emil. Nag-underperform dahil din nasakyan si Ever. Well, pag ako meron ako din sa sasakyan, binabalikan ko lang kung bakit. Right? So, if I don't catch a move, is it number one because I wasn't prepared? Number two, if it wasn't part of my setup. Number three, I was there but I was afraid to execute. Yun yung tinitignan ko. If di ka prepared, di mo nakita, may problema. That's a problem with your preparation. That's something you need to fix, di ba? Kailangan syempre nakikita mo yung mga potential plays. You won't see everything, but that's one thing you can look at. Maybe you should have, and maybe mali ako, di ba? But if that was me, I would always think to myself, maybe I could have screened better. Maybe I could have charted longer and baka nakita ko to. Diba? Or maybe, diba? Pwedeng ganun. Pwedeng hindi ka nakapag-execute. Pwedeng hindi talaga siya part ng system mo. So it is what it is, diba? Hindi siya part ng system mo. And that's okay. You're still up 24%, diba? Third is, hindi ka nakapag-execute pero nandun ka. Yun na yung mind. Yung trading psychology na yung problema dun, diba? You may have had a plan, but you weren't really mentally prepared to execute. Kasi baka mabilis. Baka mabilis, di ba? Mabilis siya si Ever. Baka di ka na prepared. Baka Sa kakaisip mo, wala na, lumipad na. So, when you have a plan, it's not only enough to have a trading plan. Some people think when they write a trading plan in their chart, yun na yun. No, are you mentally prepared to execute? Nag-mental visualization ka ba? And that's something na tinuro ni Berrio sa Univ lesson niya. Panoorin niyo, 1 hour 30 minutes yun. Visualization. Kailangan visualize mo, pikit ka, visualize mo yung susunod na candle. Pag ito yung ginawa niya, ano gagawin ko? Tapos mentally, isipin mo sarili mo na nag-execute. Yun hindi yung ginagawa ko, but not religiously, but I try to do it. Diba? So yun, that's maybe something. So yan, sabi mo, diba, Emil, mindset. So maybe mindset din. But congrats, up 24%, solid. So yeah. So that's the end of our charting session, guys. So nag-extend dapat 1 hour lang pero nag-extend tayo na onte. So plug ko na lang last na yung bago indicator natin, if we can flash the poster one last time, right? Yung volume profile visible range, again, it's available now sa Investa. Thank you. Comment naman kayo ng thank you sa tech team. So thank you tech team dahil pinaghirapan nila to, diba, na i-apply sa platform. So yun, and this is gonna be for our, again, if you're Investa Prime Plus or Elite subscriber, whether monthly or annual, may access ka dyan. So if you want to get access to this, you have to be a subscriber of Investa Prime. So if you guys want to check out Investa Prime, investagrams.com/prime. So again, sa mga kasama si ELCS ni Berrio tomorrow, don't forget to attend that, and thank you to everyone who spent. Di na pwede sumama dyan, no? Di na pwede umabol, but yun lang, just a reminder to attend. No? So yeah. And naman, may access dyan kapag mag-subscribe ka next month pa, may access ka sa recording ng mga yan. So yun lang. I guess I can show my face na lang, no? Thank you to everyone who spent the Friday nights with me. I know it's been a tiring week for everyone in our own circumstances. Hopefully everyone had a great month, actually, month of June. Great week. Everyone's safe. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's looking to get vaccinated, right? I'll promote that as well. Let's do our part. Stay safe. Have fun this weekend. Take the weekend to spend time with your loved ones, your family. Do your thing. Reflect. Plan, trading journal, everything you gotta do, right? So yun. Thanks for staying with me. It's 10, it's almost 11. Di pa ako kumakain ng dinner. Gutom na, mapapadeliver ako ng McDo. So yan, hopefully I can see you guys in the next charting session. Hopefully may napulot kayo sa mga kwentuhan ko dito, sa mga pinagsasabi kong lessons. May napulot kayo, right? Yeah. So good night, everyone. God bless. Much love for everyone on some real, much love for the entire community. So yeah, see you guys next time. Good night and have a happy weekend. So end ko na yung stream natin, no. So yeah, good night.